Following on from the previous video, we got to this stage here where anything in between -5 and 1, we know that this series will definitely converge. We now need to check -5 and +1. So let's check. When x equals -5, we need to put this into the x, into the x here. That would then so -5 plus 2, that would be -3. So now we need to determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. So now hang on. The -3, you can visualize the -3 as being -1 times a block of 3. So now this times this, and then this times this. So when I mean times, I meant to the power of n, and then here you've got 3 to the power of n, which will then give you this. So visualize this block here as being this times 3 to the power of n. So your n is still here, and then visualize this block as being 3 to the power of n times 3. So now these two will cancel out, leaving you with this. Okay, so now this is a constant here. So take that constant out, take a third out as a constant. So that will then leave you this. So here, in order for any series to converge, it needs to head towards 0. The limit as n tends to infinity needs to head towards 0. Here you've got something that keeps on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So what you've got here is this: y equals x looks like this. And then because you've got this alternating thing, y equals -x, it looks like this. So basically your series will look something like this. Hang on, it will look something like this. So here you've got add whatever amount, take away whatever, add whatever, take away whatever. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's going to diverge. In order for anything to converge, it needs to head towards 0. So you're adding a smaller amount, or you're taking away a smaller amount. Here you're adding a small amount, and then it gets bigger. Take away, add, take away, add, and then it keeps on getting bigger and bigger. This series will never converge because this n keeps on getting bigger and bigger. So we can conclude that this is going to diverge. Okay, so now we need to check when x equals 1. So when x equals 1, we will need to put this into here. So 1 plus 2, it will be 3. So now tidy this up. So visualize this as being 3 to the power of n times 3. So now these two will cancel out, and then this 3 here, this a third here, will be a constant because you can take it out here. So that will then leave you with this. And again, this series, as n gets bigger and bigger, it's just you're just going to add a bigger. It gets the amount that you get, the amount that you add to this summation will just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This will never converge. It will never. In order for anything to converge, it needs to head towards 0. This is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, so we know for sure that this is going to diverge. So, summary of all that we've done so far. Anything in between here, anything in between, what was it, 5 and -1. Anything in between 5 and -1, we know is going to converge. Okay, dead on -5 is going to diverge. Dead on 1 could, because we've just checked it earlier, and dead on 1 is going to diverge. So the domain for this function is really -5, 1. Okay.